Hello, Macklen here with a shoulder stretch. We're going to do this laying down on the ground for option 1. Option 2, I'll show you at the wall. What you need is a shoulder or two and a block or something to put on your head when we lay down. So place a block at any height that feels comfortable for you. Come down to lay on your side. I'm gonna do my right side first. I'm on my side, head is supported. You're gonna take this arm that's on the floor and bring your arm out to a 90-degree angle, more or less. And then you're gonna bend your elbow and face the palm towards your knees. Make a fist and then bring that fist down towards the floor. It's likely not going to touch the floor, but you're just making this 90-degree angle at your elbow, more or less, and then a more or less 90-degree angle from the arm to torso. So this part is about a 90-degree, okay? And then you're gonna kind of roll your top shoulder over a little bit forward towards the floor. Get comfortable with your legs. I like bent knees. And the name of this game, I've got a clock over here that I'm gonna watch. The name of this game is we're gonna hold the stretch for about 2 minutes. And then after those 2 minutes, we're going to create some physical effort to build some muscular control in that joint of your shoulder and your brain. Okay, so we're gonna create a stretch. So we're gonna create more space into your shoulder. Make your wrist, your right wrist, your bottom wrist, very strong. Don't let it break like this. Don't do that, please. You're gonna keep it very strong, and you're gonna place your hand, your free hand, on top of that right wrist, and just passively take that hand down towards the floor, and that's creating some internal rotation into your right shoulder. So our shoulders rotate. It's one of the main functions of them. It's a ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joints are super cool. They provide a lot of movement for your arms and for your legs. So you're holding this passive stretch. So we're gonna hold this here in internal rotation. The reason that we're doing an internal rotation stretch today is because it's a part of the joint, it's a part of the motion of the joint that often we lose first. So we're going to create some awareness here, not only space, we're going to create not only space here, but we're also going to create awareness. Whoa, man, there's some feels here. You might feel it kind of wrapping around the top of the shoulder. You know, if you want a little bit more, you can kind of roll your chest towards that arm a little bit. You're staying strong in that wrist. We've got about 15 more seconds or so here. You can create more pressure with that top hand, pressing down to pull yourself deeper towards the floor into that stretch. Good. Now keep this position with your right arm, right shoulder. And now, now find contact with that free hand. Yeah, keep that free hand on your right fist. Stay strong in that right fist. And without changing anything in your body position, now you're gonna try and, I'm gonna demonstrate, so watch here. You're gonna try and bring your fist up, away from the floor, towards the block or towards your head. You're rotating out of it. But the trick here is your hand, your free hand is blocking it, okay? So you can't see, but I am trying to strongly bring my hand, my right fist, up into my left palm. Ooh, I'm not letting my right fist win because my left palm is pressing down. So there is effort happening here. Okay, now that we know what we're doing, let's do this for about 30 seconds. You're gonna strongly create energy with that right fist, punching up into the left palm. Good, and you're gonna think about a dial of energy from 1 to 5. Right now we're at a 1 of energy effort. I want you to amp that energy effort up into a 2, so more effort, pulsing into that, not pulsing, but moving into that strong shoulder. Now amp it up into a 3, so more effort. Oh, this should feel like work in that, in that right shoulder, but also that left palm is having to resist. Amp it up into a 4, and then a 5 if you can, a safe 5. Max effort. Then you're going to slowly release that left palm. Good. Stretch out your right hand, but keep that shoulder position. Nice. Now you're going to try and bring your right palm closer towards the floor without moving that wrist, without breaking in the wrist. Okay, I want you to bring that whole forearm and palm closer towards the floor. Work really hard to bring that closer towards the floor. You're trying to close the gap between the right forearm and the floor. For another 10 seconds. Let's go 9, 8. You're trying to bring that forearm closer towards the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then make a fist again. Passively create more stretch into that right shoulder. You're not doing any physical effort here. Let's exhale. You're just passively letting this top arm, so we're coming back into this stretch. We're going to do all of that one more time. I'm going to do this stretch for about a minute or so. Creating space in the shoulder joints. You can do all the cool things that you do with your shoulder in your life, whether it's reaching behind you to put on a jacket or reaching into the back seat of your car from the driver's seat. Or if you carry like a grocery cart on wheels, if you're in New York City, holding that cart behind you. Or if you do any paddling on your surfboard, every time you paddle your arm back, your shoulder is coming into this position, so you'll want to be strong back there. All right, so now that we're in this stretch, just hanging out, exhaling, in a few seconds, I'm going to ask you to do that effort again. So your arm is going to try and punch up towards the ceiling and back behind you, but your free hand is going to resist it. Okay, you're going to start at a level 1 of effort. You're going to slowly amp up to a level 2 effort, 3 effort, 4 effort, 5. 5 is your max, like super strong. You're working super hard. Okay, it should be challenging. All right, so we're in the stretch now. Good. You're going to use that top hand. Press that fist down. Do not break in the wrist. Good. Let's start at a 1 effort. Great. You're trying to punch that wrist, or excuse me, punch that fist up into the top hand. Top hand is resisting. Good. 1 effort. 2. Increase the effort to 3. 4. 5. Nothing else in the body changes. And you're at your max effort now for a count of 10. Hang out here, max effort for a count of 9, 8, 7, 6. This should be hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly you can release out of that. Maybe roll onto your back and take a little breather. So the reason that we're doing this challenging work in the joint is because flexibility is super cool. It allows your body to move into a variety of positions. But if you only have flexibility and you're not able to actually physically control your joint in that flexible position, then that's where confusion and that's where some confusion can happen in the muscle and the brain, and that's where injuries might happen. It's more likely for them to happen in those instances. So we want to close the gap between what your flexible range of motion is and what your active range of motion is. So what you can physically control with your muscles. Whew. Okay, let's do the other side. Bring your arm out perpendicular from your torso. Draw your top shoulder kind of rolls over a little bit, and then bend your elbow. Draw the palm towards the floor. Stay strong in your wrist. Make a fist with that left hand. Take your right arm now and passively push with your right hand, passively push that left wrist towards the floor, staying strong in the wrist. That is one option of position here. Alternatively, you could have your whole forearm just resting there. Good, we'll be here for about 2 minutes. Got my timer. And remember, this upper arm is coming out straight from the shoulder. Whew. Now, interesting to notice, yeah? Does this side feel starkly different? Does it feel noticeably stronger, weaker? You know, we all have strengths and weaknesses throughout our body. Sometimes it's very different from side to side. And it gives you information, yeah, about your body. And it's like putting together a puzzle, putting together a mystery of sorts, you know, as to why it might be that way. Maybe it's daily life stuff. Maybe it is momentary instances through your life, like moments of injury, whether you had an accident or what have you. We all have stuff in our bodies. Yeah, the collection of a history of your entire life, your whole life's experience is held in your body. And these moments of being with your body are very valuable. We've been in this position for about 2 minutes or so. And you're going to keep that contact between your top hand and your strong bottom fist. My left wrist are staying in line. I'm not going to break at the wrist. I'm going to use my top hand to press down into that passive range of motion. Good. And now here is where I'm going to create that strong physical effort so that I can actively tell my body and nervous system that I want to control this part of my joint. All right, here we go. Press down with that top hand. You're going to start at a 1 effort. You're trying to punch that left fist up into your right palm. Oh, good. Bring it up into a level 2 effort. Oof. Level 3. This is physical, tough work. If it doesn't feel tough, you're not doing enough. Do more. As long as your body says it feels safe enough, okay? All right, amp it up into a 4, and then a 5, max effort there. Hold that for 10, 9, max effort, 8, 7, 6, nothing else changes in the body. 5, max effort, punching up into that palm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, slowly release. Stay in the stretch. Spread out the palm. Now here we're going to try and bring the whole forearm closer towards the floor. One whole piece. You're trying to close this gap. Oh, man. So you're trying to actively bring your shoulder into more of an internal rotation. The shoulder joint is rolling in towards your chest. Whew. Actively trying to bring that palm and forearm as one piece down closer towards the floor. Good. And then we're going to do that one more time. So make a fist, left hand. Find that passive range of motion. You are passively using the weight of gravity and using the hand to ease the shoulder deeper into internal rotation. Focus on your exhales here. Maybe close the eyes. This should be a more calm experience. Letting your breath breathe out through the mouth or the nose. Long, slow, deep breaths. Good. Keeping that fist in the left hand, keeping strong in that left wrist. Use your top hand, pressing down onto the left fist. And maintain that contact. And here we go. We're going to create some action into that left shoulder. Punch that left fist up into the right palm towards the ceiling, but resist with that right palm, pressing down. One effort, level one effort. Working to try and fight against that right palm. Level two effort. Turn it up. Oh. Level three. Nothing else changes in the body. Oh, level four. Level five, go. Max effort. You're going to hold that max effort for a 10, 9, 8, punching that fist up. 7, 6, shoulders working hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release everything. Arm can stretch out to the side. Good. Maybe roll onto the back. Chill for a few minutes. Okay, so this is a setup for the shoulder stretch, the internal rotation shoulder stretch that I also have demonstrated on the ground. This is standing up, so it's a little bit more accessible for some people. I like to use a block between my hip and the wall. I'm gonna use my feet down on the ground to kind of angle my body towards the wall, so I'm leaning into the wall and the block. I'm gonna bring my shoulder or my upper arm to shoulder height, coming out directly from my shoulder as best as possible. Yeah, that's the aim. And then bending my elbow about a 90 degree, making a fist, and then I can use my free hand to bring my shoulder into that passive range of motion. I just did a bunch of work in this shoulder, so this feels like a lot of feels. And then when I guide you through the active part, you're going to try and bring this fist up towards the ceiling, trying to punch it towards the wall. But you're going to resist it with the hand, yeah? You're working this opposing force, and that's creating a lot of effort and energy and work in the shoulder, which is going to make your brain-body connection stronger there. It's going to tell your body that you are capable of creating movement at that joint, and that's going to be better for the joint longevity, for your life in the long term, and it's likely going to bring the pain down in the long term, maybe short term as well. So have fun. Let me know how it goes. Tag me. Peace.